Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to start the next presentation of today. We are now going to present the University of Suffolk. I would like to invite Mike Macias, who will present the university. Hello, Mike. Welcome to the Gaudeamus Fair.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Appreciate the invitation.
And you have the floor for your presentation. You can start.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Hello to everyone out there who's listening. Hope this finds you safe and well during these uncertain times. So yes, my name's Mike. I'm the International Recruitment Manager for the University of Suffolk. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit today about our university and some general points and some general tips for you. I think it's really important. I want to start off by saying that, yes, although I represent the University of Suffolk, I think it's really important that I convey the message that I would like for you to make the decision to study in the UK. I really hope that's with the University of Suffolk, but I am so passionate about higher education. And I'm so passionate about new experiences that I believe young people should have the courage to pursue. And I think studying abroad will be the best thing that you'll ever do in your life. I think it will enhance your CV. It will help shape you as a person. And it will really help you for the future in terms of pursuing your career. So, as I said, although I really hope you will choose to come to the University of Suffolk, it's my recommendation that you follow through your interest to study in the UK. Now, we're the University of Suffolk. We're one of the youngest universities in the UK. We started in 2016. And we are based on a beautiful campus, as you can see. From this picture here, we're based on the waterfront. Our location is on the southeast coast of England. We're very much a town centre campus. Everything you need is within very convenient proximity. We're about an hour away from Stansted Airport. As I said, we're on the coastline. So if you're someone who likes to go to the beach, it's perfectly positioned. It's idyllic, close to a lot of countryside. Everything you need is within walking distance: bars, restaurants, shops, nightclubs, everything. Train station. You don't need to get a taxi anywhere. Everything is affordable and convenient. I just heard the gentleman before me at London South Bank was talking about London prices and how it's not true that London is not as expensive as made out, and I think that's true in some respects. But one of the benefits of being at the University of Suffolk is that it's very close to London. It's approximately an hour on the train to get to London. But one of the things that we say is that we don't have London prices, so it is that much more cheaper for day-to-day living. There's always things going on there because of the location. So it's always things like music festivals and sports events. It's very much a student place. I'll just go back to this picture. This is it's one of the campaigns that we did last year. It's called Break the Mould. This was actually designed by one of our students in one of our design programs, and I think it perfectly illustrates the opportunities that we have for students. That with us, we always like to say that you're not just a name. You're a face. You're a person that we recognise, we acknowledge. Your voice that we listen to. And there are always opportunities that if your work, if you do outstanding work, it gets recognised. And for this particular student who made this design, we used it for our campaign. So in terms of break the mould, do something different. Break the mould. Okay, so again, it's one of those things. It's tough in my job because, again, as I said, I represent the University of Suffolk, and my job, I'm a salesman. I'm trying to sell you to come to the university, to our university. And what we do at our university is, what we do is people in our jobs. We only tell you the best things of our universities. We don't tell you the negative stuff. We don't tell you the bad stuff. And trust me, there are negatives about everywhere you go to, not just in the UK or any university, but also anywhere in the world. There's a negative aspect of it. But it's not our job to tell you that. It's our job to put the most positive spin that we can on our institutes, because we want you to come to us. Now, I'm a father, I'm a brother, I'm a son, and I would recommend to my kids or to my siblings that you're never truly going to know what a university is like from listening to someone like me speak. You're never going to truly know through doing a quick Google search about what a university or a town or a city that you're potentially moving to is like. The best way for you to make that decision is for you to go there yourself. I can't stress that enough. My recommendation, my top recommendation for you would be, as soon as it is physically possible for travel, is to, once you've got your top picks for universities that you'd like to go, that you're thinking of studying at, go there, pay them a visit, tie it in with a holiday with your family, with your parents, because all UK universities worth their salt. They should open the doors for you and your family, and they'll give you the guided tour. We'd show you around. We'd introduce you to the lecturers of the subjects that you're interested in studying. Because, like I said, a lot of this wonderful presentation that we've put together is full of marketing pictures, and it's going to show everything in the best light. We've got Ed Sheeran here, who's a world famous musician who is from Ipswich, and he came to the University of Suffolk to receive an honorary degree. It's all true, but it's all marketing spiel. My advice: come have a look, check it out, speak to people, get a sense for the sight, for the sound, for the smell of what the area is like, and that will truly help inform and make your decision. Again, going back to these pictures, obviously Ipswich Town Football Club, historic football club, is always, again, talking about lots of sports events that go on, lots of music events that go on. In terms of going back to what I was saying about us as a university, okay, so we have 4 main schools as part of our academic structure: School of Health and Sports Sciences, School of Engineering, Arts, Science and Technology, Suffolk Business School, and School of Social Sciences and Humanities. We have over 250 undergraduate and postgraduate programs for you to choose from. One of the, I'd say, one of the best points about our university is that we are quite an intimate type of university. We're quite a modest size. We're a campus university, so your accommodation will be on campus, and everything that you need is within walking distance. Class sizes are you could be in between anything from 15 to 40 students per class, which really gives it an intimate feel. So if you're somebody that gets a little bit overwhelmed by big crowds, then we're the type of university that I think would be suitable for you, because we have about 6,000 students on campus, which is not many. It's not a massive university in that respect. So you have an opportunity to stand out from the crowd in a positive way. There's a family feel to the place, because, again, it goes back to what I said about the modest size and the intimate feel. You can make study groups, make friends so much easier. You get more one-to-one contact time with the lecturers, which, again, you get a really personalized education experience, which I think is super important. Because let's not forget the fact that the primary reason that you come to the UK to study at university is to receive first class, a world-class degree. You can get that from just about any university in the UK. So then it comes down to other things that you hold important to yourself. So such as the academic experience. Will you have your voice listened to? Will you get that attention from the lecturers? Will they help support you in getting jobs and internships and work placements for when you graduate? Will you be fighting against 200 other students in your peer group for those opportunities after you've finished your studies? All those things are very, very important for you to take into consideration and take into account. Of course, and there's other things such as obviously the area you move into, which I've touched on before. You're never going to truly know unless you visit there and you speak to the people who see it yourself. Okay, so some of our more prominent programs, okay, we have cybersecurity, architecture, computer games design, graphic design, wildlife ecology and conservation science, which is one of my favorites because I thought, actually, I'll be honest with you, I thought that sounded really stupid when I first heard about that program, and then I actually spoke to the lecturer to find out a little bit about it, and it sounds like the coolest program going. Wildlife ecology and conservation science. They get to go on so many field trips. It's a very outdoors-based subject. They get to go to other countries like South Africa and Indonesia as part of their study experience. So really cool program. So that's just a little lesson for everyone out there. Don't judge a book by its cover, like I did. Another one of my favorites, sport and exercise science, criminology and law, data science and artificial intelligence is one of our newest programs. It's also proven extremely popular. Fine arts, psychology, adult nursing, bioscience, paramedic science, software engineering, diagnostic radiology. That isn't to name but a few. They're just some of our more popular programs. So again, do your research. If there's something there that piques your interest, it's all on our website for you to look into a little bit more. It's got the entry requirements. It's got all the modules that you'd study, all the different pathways and the routes that you would study that you get to select. Okay, so if you get the chance, I firmly recommend you check out our website to take a more in-depth look into those programs. So again, look here, another wonderful marketing picture showing our beautiful campus on the waterfront. Again, it's this is what universities do. Of course, we're going to get the best photographers with the best pictures. Don't believe everything you see. Check it out first. Check out for yourself. See how beautiful it is yourself. Don't just rely on a picture. And again, when the world calms down a little bit and travel restrictions are eased, you will be able to go and visit yourself, and we welcome you with open arms. Okay, so again, facilities, because we're such a young university, we're very new. All of our equipment, all of our infrastructure is very modern, is very new. So regardless of what program you'll be studying on, you will have the opportunity to access all of the state-of-the-art equipment you'll need, which will help supplement your program and your academic experience. Industry links, very important for any university, because again, one of the reasons that you'll go to university in the first place is because you want to get a fantastic career. Now, it's all very well and good that you go, you have a great time, you make friends, and you enjoy the social scene. You make sure that you do your work, you make sure that you get it done to the best of your ability, and make sure that the university, again, this comes back down to the research that you do about the universities you're thinking of going to. Check out the industry links. So if you're someone who's a bit tech-minded, someone who's into sort of computer-based programs, what kind of links to those types of industries does the university have? What is the academic background like? What is the professional background like of my lecturer, the person who I'm going to be spending the next 3 years with? What is her professional background? Will they be able to help me get a job in the field that I'm interested in going to? We're fortunate, all of our academics, every single one of our academics they come from industry. They're not just professionals that have gone through the schooling process, they've gone to university themselves, and suddenly they've become a lecturer. Every single one of our lecturers has actually worked in the professional field. So that is going to be very, very important for you for any decision that you make, because one of the first questions you should ask any university that you're speaking to is, okay, so what is the profile of the academics that I'll be working with? What's their work history? So again, because sport is my sort of number one thing, it's one of those things where our sports lecturers, our sports academics, they've all worked in, professional sport. They've worked as sports psychologists, as strength and conditioning coaches, as sports analysis. So they all have links with football clubs, Olympics, boxing, swimming. That's just an example. And I use that as an example because, as I said, it's close to my heart. But they're the types of questions that you should be asking for any university you're thinking of going to. Okay, so the accommodation block, so this is where you would be staying. As I said, we're a campus university. So if you're the type of student that likes to sleep in a little bit and then roll out of bed at 5 to 9, if you've got a lecture at 9 o'clock, you could conceivably get out of bed with 5 minutes to spare before the lecture and then make your way over and still have a minute to spare. Everything, as I said, is very intimate, and you won't have a problem if you're someone who likes to burn the candle at both ends. So just to give you an example of the types of costs that you're looking at. Okay, so we have 3 different types of accommodation. We call bronze, silver, and gold. There's not a great deal of difference between bronze, silver, and gold. All you're looking at is maybe a foot of extra space in your bedroom, which if you've got loads of shoes or lots of clothes, maybe that comes in handy. But to give you an example, for the bronze suite, it's about £5,500 a year, which works out at about £32 a week. And for the gold, which again, getting about that much extra room, space in your bedroom, is about £6,000 a year, which works out at £145. Sorry, £6,000 a year, which works out at about £145 a week. Now, with that, whether you get bronze, silver, or gold accommodation, you will get your own bedroom, your own bathroom, and your own toilet facility. That is yours. It's your private space. But you will share the kitchen and living area, okay, with approximately 4 or 5 other students. Okay, so they could be of any nationality, whether they could be British, they could come from any other part of the world. So that's really good at obviously helping you to make new friends. We have a very strong Czech community and a Slovak community as well. We have which I think we find that helps people initially settle in. But what we tend to find is that students tend to they initially gravitate towards their fellow countrymen. And then suddenly, as they get more and more settled, they then start to make friends outside of their national circles. And that all really starts in your accommodation block. Okay, so again, some marketing pictures that show you what the inside of the accommodation is like for you. Okay. So again, we have a student, like every UK university that you will speak to or you hear from. Every university will have a students' union that has lots of different sports clubs, lots of different societies. So if sport's not your thing, maybe music's your thing. There's lots of different music societies. Okay, anything that you can think of. If that university doesn't have a society, you can start your own society and you will get support to be able to do that. So here is me with our university women's football team, which was started from scratch. When I first joined the university, we didn't have a women's football team, so we started one up, and they're absolutely terrible at football, I must say, but they absolutely enjoy it and they love it, and it's such good fun. It's not about winning, it's about having fun and taking part. They are getting better, though. I promise you that, slowly. Okay, so tuition fees. To address the sort of elephant in the room, obviously Brexit has had an impact on the your ability to students from outside of Britain to be able to access the home tuition fees. So what we've done at the University of Suffolk, because we value our EU community, our EU students, we've tried to make things as easy as possible during this transition. So tuition fees for EU students looking to do a BA or BSc program within a classroom-based environment is £12,100. But what we've done is we've offered a very bespoke special EU scholarship of £2,900, which will bring that down to exactly the same fees that you would have been paying before Brexit. Okay, and it's the same for our lab and IT based ones. Okay, so the scholarship for that is £4,475, which again brings it back down to £9,200, which is the same as every British home student. It's the same fees as every person who came from the EU to the UK to study was before Brexit. So that's what we've done because we value you and we value our EU community, our student community so much. So that's what we've done. Those scholarships are very generous, extremely competitive. So yeah, again, more information on our website about that. Entry requirements. Again, I'm going to embarrass myself. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the Czech the Czech equivalent of what the qualification is. Is it the Matura? So you need an overall score of 2.5, sorry, including grade 2 or 1 in English language component at B2 level. Or you could do an international baccalaureate with a minimum of 28 points. Okay. Our good friends over at Unilink, who we love and cherish a great deal, they're superb. They will assist you, as will we, with any inquiries that you need with regards to entry requirements, nature, and as well as the tuition fees. Okay, so very important for any student that's looking to apply to go to the UK. Again, this is something that our good friends at Unilink can help you with as well. It's a personal statement. Speak from the heart. Don't try and be anything that you're not. Don't, because what we're looking for is we're looking for your voice to shine through. Okay, so I've just put an example of a personal statement on here. Tell us about yourself. Very important. Tell us why you're passionate about the program that you're looking to do. And when this gets screened by our admission staff and academics, this will really help with your application. Okay. Just also quickly touching upon the whole point with Brexit and obviously what you need to do. Again, we will assist you with that. Our admission staff will help you with that. The good friends at Unilink will help you with that. Part of the process, you'll apply for a student route visa with UK Home Office. Before that, we will issue with a confirmation of acceptance for you to apply. It's a very straightforward, simple process, and it's not something that should put anybody off wanting to apply to come and study in the UK. Okay, so you make your application through Ucas, which again, any student who's looking to come and study in the UK will make their applications through Ucas. Here's my contact details. As I said, my name's Mike Matthias, International EU Manager, and my good friend and colleague Kevin McDonnell. Here's our email address, and you can also contact us on Twitter and Instagram as well. I just want to leave with it. Bring it back full circle with what I touched on before. You know, don't trust implicitly what I say or what anyone else says. Trust with your own eyes. Yourself, get your parents as soon as it's physically possible. Come and pay us a visit and see for yourself. I'm telling you, I really hope you come to the University of Suffolk to study, but if you don't, coming to study in the UK will be the best thing you will ever do. It will make you as a person, I guarantee that. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.